All right, everybody out there in the Craft Chest Nation, is I Craft Chest here with a vlog on my newest installation to the Ryzen build, which is the Deepcool Captain 120X closed loop water cooler. And this right here was an adventure. And I don't know who it was, I can't remember, way back when I ordered the thing and I got it in because it was on a new egg flash. I got it for like 40 bucks or something like that. Just a really cheap price. And I went click buy because it was going to work for me because it said, you know, Ryzen certified. And I should have actually went back and ordered those extra brackets that somebody told me to do. They was like, just get them in case. They're free. Get it. Have them extra in case you get another build that doesn't come with the brackets and all this. You'll have an extra set if these don't come with it. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. And I blew it off. Well, I didn't blow it off for long because I got close to my build. All right, as you're seeing right now, I'm actually recording this on the Ryzen build. And about a week out from building it, I sent the email to Betty and said, look, I know I ordered this way back here, but I have not sent an email to get these brackets. Totally forgot, which is true, because I just blew it off. Can I get the brackets? And if I can't, I'll buy them, whatever. GG. And so she sends an email going, I ordered them for you. They'll be on the way. They'll be there by the 29th. So the 29th came. Long story short, I ain't got them yet. All right, they are stuck in transit. Thanks, UPS. They're stuck in transit 2 towns over. All right. I don't know where they're at. UPS don't know where they're at. They're in transit. Although Amazon says they were delivered. But UPS looked it up 2 different times and they're in transit. They don't know what happened to them. Basically, they got lost in the mail. I don't know what somebody's going to do with this. Okay, this is what I'm missing. All right. This is actually the modified Deepcool brackets that came in because with a little bit of MacGyverism, I made it work. All right, as you're going to see here, we're going to go through some pictures of how I did this because I didn't film it. I had the music going back here. I had the drills, and I had my little workbench happening over here. Actually, now that I think about it, I got to go vacuum up a couple of metal shavings that fell on the floor. I got the biggest part of it up. But let's go through here. Basically, see these 2 holes right here? This hole right here, I'm going to use the pointer, and this hole right here are the ones that are missing on this bracket. It originally came with this hole and this hole. And of course on the center bracket, the center of the bracket, it has the hole like where my thumb is actually blocking. Now up here, as you can see, it has the hexagon where the bolt is supposed to seat into this little groove right here. Well, these holes here and here, I had to drill those out, which I used this hole right here. This one on this bracket for the entire project because it was perfect, spot on, just like the other ones. I don't know why that one hole did that, but I used that for the other bracket, for these holes here, flipping it around, turning it upside down, and it worked. So going on through here a little bit, this is what we ended up having as the back plate. As you can see, it's offset from the hex heads. Not that much, but enough to make a big difference. Why? Why would they go and change this design? I don't get it. I guess the motherboard designer said, hey, we're going to just revolutionize everything. It's got to be different. And so I made it work. And here's the front side of it. Now you're going to probably see some repeat pictures in here. But this right here are the bolts sticking through from the back like this to the front. And here's the threaded standoffs that go over the bolts that holds the plate into place. All right. Now here is the end result, basically. This is what the big what to do is for all those pumps out there that AM4 will not fit on. All right, but we made it work. I just turned it into a little afternoon project, work on it, stop a little bit, work on it, stop a little bit, and what have you. That's another reason I didn't stream it. I was going to stream it, but I didn't feel like going through all that. Moving on along, showing another angle at the back. After I had it all bolted on, there's another angle. All right, another angle here. And now, finally, one thing that really helped are the screws right here had a big oval notch out where the bolts that go down, the screws, the mounting screws, actually had a pretty good flex. I'd say a good 1/2 to 3/4 inch flex room to find the pilot, like guide holes, you know. And of course, these are spring loaded. Not really needing to torque down on them, but I did bottom them out and just poof, just barely just popped it snug on there. Here's another angle of that, just trying to get as many angles as I could in case this might help somebody figure out how to fix your dilemma on this. And no, I didn't film it because once again, hey man, we had the music going, I was having a good old time. Here's something I found interesting. Look how tight of a fit this is up next to this ram. All right, it doesn't quite touch the ram, but it's enough to make me go, whoa, I am glad those lines are braided. Yeah, I was able to cable manage this pretty good though. As you can see right here, the actual fan, you know, I wrapped it around this way here, around it, and there's the plug right here into the motherboard. And now I have pretty much used up all the fan inputs, I believe. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, there's one more someplace on there. There's 5 fan controllers. Of course, here's the one to the CPU. And once you look at it from the side and it's standing up, you really don't even see it. There's another angle here. This right here pulses whenever it gets to a certain temperature. The ceramic block does where the turbine is. And here is a video that I started. And let's see where I'm at. Let's listen to this video. Let's see. Turn this down a little bit. Let's turn it down to like 55. All right, let's play this.
Snug fit. These lines, the only complaint about this so far is these lines are stiff. I'm not even going to give you the analogy.
I don't know how loud it is. That's the reason I turned it down.
Now, I guess when they get warm, I might be able to pull them up out of place and maybe move them a little bit. I might just leave it like that, just leave it alone. But we're about to fire this up for the first time. And if you hear a bunch of background noise, I do apologize. I got the AC blowing, the door's open, I'm airing it out. So let's hit this button. Oh, let's see if I did right. I had to modify the brackets myself because they never did show up. Thanks, Deepcool. Thanks, Betty, for nothing. All right, here we go. I better not talk shit.
All right, now right here.
All right, we're firing it up.
See that? Oh, missed it. See that right there? I was under the impression that was supposed to stay lit. This is what I was getting at on this video. Now, I'm not going to show the whole video. I'm just going to fast forward. Whenever I got to the desktop, bloop, 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 bloop. All right, right here, right here. I was getting kind of concerned because nothing was happening. I didn't know if it was working or not because it doesn't make any sound. I turned everything off, and we're going to go ahead and shut this down and go back over here. I turned everything off in the house, so I just have almost silence. This PC is so quiet, I didn't know if it was working or not. I got concerned. So I fired up the, where's the other thing at? Here it is. So I fired up my CPU-Z monitor, hardware monitor, and looking at it, and right now it bottomed out min, which is probably the initial startup of this program, was 27.1C. Of course, we're at room temperature now, and you can see the actual temperature is fluctuating, you know, in the 40s. All right, we're recording, we got stuff going on, we were playing video, and 64.6C is whenever I ran Cinebench. Now, I didn't run Cinebench and save a picture like I did on the last time, but 64.6 is way cooler than it was the first time I ran it on the Wraith Spire. And what I mean by way cooler is I was running right at 80C, 79C with the Wraith Spire at 3.9 gigahertz on the processor, and that is at 2.1 volts on the processor. And that is where I have found to be my sweet spot, because even bumping the voltage up, running at 4.0 at like 2.45, I think it was 2.47, wasn't stable for long term. Plus, I got a lower score on Cinebench running in at that. I don't know why. Have no clue. Running it at 4.0, thinking I hit that target on the voltage and everything. I hit a 822 on Cinebench. 3.9, 2.1. I actually scored an 854, and the temperatures are lower. That may have something to do with it with the temp drop. Not really sure about that, but you know how it all fluctuates and curves and has moods and all this good stuff. And I may run it again and it not do it. But this is like the third, maybe the fourth time that I've run Cinebench at this gigahertz with the same results. It's pretty consistent. A54 is right where I'm hovering, and that is better than the Intel 4770, that $800 chip by a long shot. I think they scored like an 819 is the highest I've seen on that. So there you go. All in all, pleased with this particular cooler so far. We'll do some more tests on it, and just to let you know what it looks like right now, I will actually go to this screen, and let's actually get this over here. That gives me a chance to swing this camera around, and I know it's going to autofocus and all that other mess, but this is what it looks like right now in here. Of course, it's not pulsing because it hasn't hit that target temperature, but when it does pulse. That autofocus though, huh? Autofocus is OP. And I know that RGB lighting and all that is really, really bright as well on the camera. But everything is pretty, man. We got the blue lights on the front. We got the RGB plus that pulse whenever that happens. Got the accents on the motherboard. Just overall, just a clean build, man. I love this PC so far. There's a wide out shot of it right there. Of course, it does come with the with a smoke side window. Like if you don't want to have an open air like this, which probably would help with a little bit more air pressure flow through. I'm going to do some tests with it on, tests with it off. Right now I've just been running it open air like this, and it's been doing quite well. So there you go. And I don't know, I didn't want to show you that for any other reason than it's the next evolution to the Ryzen build. We've done the Spire test, now we're going to do the closed loop test and see how she does. And we'll see you on stream, here on YouTube, you know the drill, Twitter. Don't really do Facebook, but I still post there sometimes. I just got everything on, you know, pretty much just people that I know around here is all that's for emergency purposes. And that's about it. So Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. It's a craft of the mind. Go out there and have some fun. And I hope you like this build. Do you have any questions or anything? Put it down in the comments. I'll do my best to get back with you. Go out there and have some fun, everybody. Until next time. Woo!